Welcome to mobiguide. This guided tour has been produced by Västnyländska Kultursamfundet as an EU project. Welcome to Degerby Church. From 1750, after local farmers were allowed to build a chapel at their own expense and thus avoid the long journey to the nearest church in Ingo, there stood a prayer house in Degerby. Certain church business such as communion, confirmation, marriages and funerals were beyond the remit of the chapel, however, and the Degerby residents' dream of having their own parish remained unfulfilled until 1923. With the establishment of the new parish, plans were immediately made to replace the old prayer house with a church. The driving force behind this project was Arvid Vigge. The prayer house had fallen into disrepair by the beginning of the 20th century, and Arvid Vigge made it his life's work to provide Degerby residents with a new church. He was later ordained as the first vicar of the parish of Degerby and also its last. Degerby parish was subsumed into the parish of Ingo on the 1st of January 1950. 1932 the church was completed, standing on the same site as the old prayer house and with the altar facing west rather than the traditional east. Designed by Bertil Liljeqvist, the church now housed the old altarpiece from the prayer house, featuring paintings of the Last Supper and the Ascension, painted in 1728 by the Snappertuna church sexton Gustav Gran. Other objects to survive the transition were the old bell, a prayer board and the chandeliers. In 1944 the residents of Degerby were evacuated and the church inventory was removed, most of it being taken to Ingo. When residents were allowed to return in 1956, following the Porkkala parentheses, the church was in poor repair but was renovated and reconsecrated in 1958. The two chairs in the front were specially made for the reconsecration to seat President Urho Kekkonen and Speaker Carl August Fagerholm. The pulpit too was renovated for the occasion. During the most recent renovation in 2008, the church floor was renewed, the pews surface treated and the walls and ceiling repainted. A new piano was also purchased. Today the church is used for christenings, marriages and funerals. High Mass is held once a month.